always being patient with us and always giving us opportunities to correct our behavior. And I just thank y'all because truly can't nobody do me like Yahshua. Yahweh's been good to us. In spite of all the things that we've done, He continued to rain upon us and just give us strength. And you know, today we think about 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "Now the Spirit speaketh expressively that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils." You know, and I know I spoke about this before, but we think about all the things that are going on. Now the Spirit speaketh expressively that in the latter times that some shall depart from the faith. And you think about all the things that go on, why would you depart from the faith? And we want to talk about feeding. Because if something feeds you, you have to return the favor. And if you don't return the favor, you kill the source. And we have to understand that by being in the spirit of Yahweh, worshiping Yahweh, that the things that hold us spiritually intact, we have to be committed to those things that are spiritual when it comes down to Yahweh. Because you recognize that this battle is not one of flesh and blood.
That's right.
Our battle is spiritual. And that means that when we come into the house of Yahweh, when we have time with Yahweh, that we take time to listen and hear the word of Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
And that we'll focus on the word of Yahweh because it's feeding time. It's time for us to receive the word from high, that we may in turn feed the word back to the minister.
Yes.
Because you think about it, the minister is always giving. We never give anything back to him. Then what do we do to him? Do we kill that source? As believers of Yahweh, it works two ways. And we always have to strengthen each other and always encourage each other.
That's right.
Because the adversary is busy. And Satan is like a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. So many people fall aside. So many people going astray. But we have to understand in this battle that we're in, there's no room for error.
That's right.
Because you don't know at what point you're going to be called. At what point you're going to be held accountable. And we have to always pray for our loved ones and for the believers who may be weak in the faith. We still have to pray for those who are strong in the faith. And just because we come to service every day, it don't mean that we're right.
Hallelujah.
And just because we come to service, I say once a week, that means that we're right. Or we attend prayer service and study Bible study and Sunday school, you still have to be committed to the word of Yahweh, to the process.
Hallelujah.
And you think about Yahshua Messiah, there was a couple of cities that Yahshua Messiah went into that he couldn't do no miracles.
That's right.
And the reason he couldn't do miracles because the people did not feed him.
Hallelujah.
They didn't have a respect for the word of Yahweh.
All right.
There was a reason why he was able to do his many miracles, because many cities accepted him for the word and they believed in him. It was a faith walk.
Yes.
So you got to be able to feed the spirit of Yahweh. In other words, you got to be committed to the process.
Come on. Hallelujah.
And if we're not going to be committed to the process, then we're going to have some problems down the road.
Come on.
Be strong in Yahweh and in the power of his might. And understand that the reason that you have the falling away of the believers is because so many are not committed to the feeding process. So many are not committed to Yahweh, this is your word. Yahweh, let me pray to you. Let me fast to you, Yahweh. Let me get and have that spiritual conversation with Yahweh. And not only that, but let us as believers of Yahweh walk together as one. So we have to walk as one, believe as one, and understand that we are one when it comes to Yahshua Messiah. That he will never forsake us, nor forsake us, nor leave us. So as believers of Yahweh, feed that which feeds you. And it's like anything else. If you are a believer in Yahweh, then you think about those things that are good. If you hang around corrupt people, then what do you think going to happen to you? You're going to be corrupt because you're going to feed them. And all you do is you're feeding, you're pulling yourself away from Yahshua Messiah. So we all know what's going on in our private life. But you have to be able to understand what that feeding process is. And if you're going to live in Yahweh, then you got to be fed by the Spirit of Yahweh. And there are certain things that you have to have in your life, and it is the order of understanding that we are one with Yahshua Messiah, and that he will give us strength and understanding in all things. But just pray to him and be patient and lean not unto your own understanding. And just be patient, and Yahweh will direct your path. So be strong, be persistent, be who you are, and understand that we are a particular people. We don't belong here. We're just passing through, and when we're done, we are done. And what has been done in our life has been recorded. And can't nobody put you in heaven when you don't belong in heaven, except Yahweh. So just be strong and understand in all that you do. You make sure you stand firm on Yahweh's word, and Yahweh will always deliver you. Let us bow our heads. Yahweh, Heavenly Father, Most High, Precious King, we thank you once again, Yahweh, for your power and for your might. We thank you, Heavenly Father, because you have been so good. Yahweh, we just want to say we thank you for all things, even the small details. Yahweh, we just thank you, Yahweh, for your love and for your kindness. And we thank you for salvation. We thank you for your patience. And we thank you, Heavenly Father, because you have been so good to us all. And we just want to say thank you for our loved ones, for ones who you look down upon, that you protect. The ones that we pray for, Heavenly Father, that you give them strength. And the ones who in need of healing, that you touch their body, Heavenly Father, and touch them. Because we realize that there is power, Yahweh, power, Yahweh, in your word. And we realize that power, Yahweh, has no limitation. That distance is just a word. Yahweh, we pray that you would look down upon us, Yahweh, as we pray for those who are struggling in their spiritual walk. Look down upon the children, Yahweh, who are looking for direction. Yeah. Yahweh, just touch them right now and just guide them. And look down upon the many young people, Yahweh, who are searching for truth. Yahweh, give them strength and give them understanding and give them knowledge. And give them a mindset, Yahweh, to turn away and walk away from evil. And give them a mind to know that it's okay to live right. It's okay, Yahweh, to turn away from all the immoral things and lean upon your word. And Yahweh, just touch them and let your minister angels lead them and guide them. And look down upon our other young people, Yahweh, and touch them and guide them. And let them see that we all need to grow, that we all need to be accountable, that we all need to be respectful of your word. And we all understand, Yahweh, that we're not here forever. Yahweh, just keep us in your word. Keep us in the midst of your spirit. And Yahweh, let your anointing, Yahweh, continue to be upon us all. Look down upon our speaker today, Heavenly Father, and just guide him. And touch him in a special way. That he may, Yahweh, feed your sheep. That he may, Yahweh, give us what thus saith Yahweh. We just want to say thank you for all that you've done, all that you will do. This we pray in Yahshua Mashiach. Hallelujah. Amen.